Hello, and welcome back to the Wildly Wealthy Woman podcast. Today's episode is for the person that is solo on the holidays or is feeling intense emotions of loneliness or grief around the holidays. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is number one, normalizing it. I know the holidays are marketed to us to be such a glorious time of connection and possibility and joy, and in the ideal world, that is what we experience. But that's not how things always are, and every year things can change, people can change, you can change. And first of all, I just want you to know it's normal if you are feeling any kind of grief, sadness, loneliness around this time. And today we're going to do some tapping on it to help you. But before that, I want to share a bit of my story because I was raised not celebrating holidays. So it's something I always fantasized about as a kid. That when I grow up and have my own family, I'm going to have these big magical holiday events and dinners, and really, played it up in my mind that it would be something phenomenal. And I'm grateful that I've had many great experiences around the holidays, but this year I'm finding myself solo and alone. And old Jackie would have dreaded this feeling. Like she would have been dreading, it's Thanksgiving Day, dreading Thanksgiving, in my head feeling like, oh, it's going to suck, I'm going to be alone. But thanks to tapping, I was able to completely shift that and actually really be able to enjoy the season that I'm in. And that's one of my main messages for you today is whatever season you're in life right now, whether you're in a family and the dynamic's crazy and there's triggers and there's unexpected things happening, or you are solo and you are feeling, lonely, embrace the season that you're in the best you can. And so what that looked like for me this weekend was really doing things that brought me joy. Getting myself out in nature. It's so beautiful here this time of year, allowing myself to spend time doing things that I love and going and seeing friends. Yes, they're not a family or a partner, but they are people that bring me joy, and allowing myself to be included in what they were doing. I went and got my nails done. I did a little shopping, and I really decided, you know what, I'm going to lean into the season because whatever you're experiencing is temporary. It's not going to be like this forever. So making the most of it will actually help you accelerate through it. So one of the key points that really stood out to me when I started to work on this topic was something I heard Joe Dispenza say. So if you don't know who Dr. Joe Dispenza is, I feel like you're probably living under a rock, but go and Google him, YouTube him. He is a phenomenal author, researcher, and honestly, when it comes to manifestation, he's one of the best in the business around this topic. And I remember hearing him on a podcast one time being asked about manifesting a partner. And he said, a lot of people think I want to manifest my dream partner and we'll have a house in America and all these amazing things. And he said, instead of waiting for the partner to manifest the home in Mallorca, become the person that creates her own house in Mallorca, and your partner will meet you there. And so same on a weekend like this, when it's easy to go into stories like, oh, if I had a partner to share it with, I'd be so happy and feel so connected. Instead, I became the person that was happy and connected, knowing that being in that frequency is a match for the person that I'm meant to be with. And so it's easy for us to say this. It's one thing to say this, know this. It's another thing for us to feel it. And that's where the tapping comes in. So we're going to move into a little mini tapping session today. I'm only going to do a couple rounds. If you want the full session, I invite you to come into my tapping membership. This is a library of incredible tapping videos and topics like this that you can jump into anytime. You can tap on topics like health, money, relationships, building your business, confidence, you name it, it's in there. You can also make requests once you're a member of the membership. If you have a specific video you would really love to have on hand, send a request in. But we're going to tap through this together today because I want you to feel seen. I want you to feel heard. I want you to really leverage this time and make the most of it. So as long as you're not driving and you're in a safe place to do so, let's go ahead, close your eyes, take a deep breath, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. and just clearing the space, setting aside anything that you were doing before this and anything you will go to after this. I want you to create a space just for you to set an intention for how you want to feel. And one of the best ways to do that is by honoring and accepting how you feel right now. Tapping is this one place that we get to be really honest in. And sometimes the contrasting feelings we're having help us get clear on the experiences, the feelings, the things that we want to have, that we want to manifest. So when you're ready, let's tap on the side of the hand. If you've never tapped with me before, it's like a game of Simon Says. You just do what I do and say what I say. And let's say, even though I'm feeling fill in the blank on this holiday, tell me how you're feeling. I love and accept myself anyway. Even though right now I'm feeling fill in the blank, tell me how you're feeling. I love and accept myself anyway. Even though this time of year is meant to be full of connection, joy, and celebration. Right now, I'm having a hard time feeling those things. And I love and accept myself anyway. Tapping on the top of the head. This is supposed to be a time of connection, fun, and celebration. Tapping on the eyebrow point. But right now, I feel fill in the blank. Tell me how you feel. Tapping on the side of the eye. I feel sad. Underneath the eye, I feel lonely. Underneath the nose, I feel disappointed. Underneath the mouth, I feel this way because fill in the blank. Tell me why. Tapping on the collarbone point. I feel this in my body. Underneath the arms, I feel sad, lonely, or disappointed on this holiday. Tapping underneath the chest, I wish it could be different. Wrist point, I wish that I could be with certain people that aren't here. Top of the head, I wish that fill in the blank, tell me what you wish. Eyebrow point, but that's not how things are this year. Side of the eye, and I want to give myself space underneath the eye to honor and accept that. Good job. So you can stop tapping, take a deep breath, and just give yourself a moment to be honest about the way that you feel. So for me today, I actually feel really good today because I've set my weekend up to be really great and had a lot of fun. But if I'm being honest, there is a part of me that feels like, oh yeah, I wish I was with this person, or I wish I was with, my family, or I wish things were different. And that's okay. We're allowed to feel that way. This is what emotional freedom is all about, is not bypassing our emotions or pretending they're not there. It's giving them space to be felt, because the minute we feel them, then they start to move. When you start to allow your emotions to be felt, they start to move and transform, and then you start to feel better. So let's tap again on the side of the hand and say, even though I feel fill in the blank on this holiday, I love and accept myself anyway. even though I wish things were different. I wish I felt fill in the blank today. How do you wish you felt instead? That's not how I feel in this moment. And I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I want this time to be full of joy and connection. Today it feels fill in the blank. Tell me how it feels instead. I love and accept myself anyway. And I'm open to shifting this now. Tapping on the top of the head. These heavy feelings that are coming up around the holiday. Eyebrow point, feelings of disappointment, side eye sadness, underneath the eye grief, underneath the nose feelings of being left out, underneath the mouth unseen or forgotten, collarbone point, these feelings hurt. Underneath the arms, and they're hard to feel. Underneath the chest, but I'm going to allow myself to let them come up and out. Wrist point, I allow myself to feel hurt, frustrated, or sad. Top of the head, and when I'm ready, I will let them go. Good. So you can stop tapping and take a deep breath. And we're going to do one final round, but to get access to that, come join my membership. Come join all of the amazing tapping exercises and videos that I have in there. And honestly, those first 2 rounds are going to really open up the space for you to heal and transform. Because with tapping, we're walking across a bridge. We're walking from where you are right now to where you want to be. And so on a holiday that you feel triggered, you might feel lonely, you might feel sad, you might feel frustrated. And that's okay. We love and accept ourselves anyway. We give ourselves a space to feel that. And when we start to walk across that bridge, the middle of the bridge is really giving ourselves permission to let that feeling go. And you can decide when you let that go. You can choose to hold on to this feeling as long as you want, as long as you need. But for today, we are going to give ourselves permission to feel it. And when you're ready, you're going to let it go. And when you let it go, it's what is the new feeling I'm welcoming in instead. So again, if you want to tap that in with me, come join the membership. We'll tap that in together. But if you're just going to listen to this video, I want you to write about the feelings that you're wanting to call in instead. And this is where the power of choice comes in. So the third stage of tapping is where we use a lot of choice statements. I can choose to feel lonely and disappointed and hurt and not seen this holiday season. Or I can choose to find something that I am so grateful for this holiday season. I can choose to do something for myself that will bring me joy. I can choose to put myself in an environment, in a space that brings life force energy into me. So for me yesterday, that was going to the gym. It was kind of rainy and cloudy outside, and I was like, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go onto YouTube, listen to some of my favorite, teachers, and I'm going to strengthen my body today. And so, no, it wasn't a holiday dinner like other people were having with their families, but it was still something that activated a feeling for me. And that's a lot of the times what we're giving our power away to. We think this holiday is going to give me a feeling. You have the power to activate and create a feeling in you. You don't need an external circumstance to give that to you. It's a choice. I can choose to find things to be grateful for today. I can choose to do things that light me up. I can choose to put myself in places and spaces and in front of faces that really help me feel supported. And sometimes that's not family or not the people that we thought it would be. So one of the really important parts of this time is to lean into it. I know when there's uncomfortable emotions, we want to lean away, but it just puts them aside for them to come up at a later time. If you're feeling triggered in any way, shape, or form, lean in. This moment has meaning, it has a purpose. And when you can ask yourself, why is it that I'm feeling this way on this holiday? What is this trying to teach me? What is this trying to show me? That lesson can be released and you're on your way to manifesting your next blessing. One of the questions I ask myself when I create these videos is, what would I want my daughter to hear? And if my daughter was ever in the situation where she was alone on a holiday, this is what I would tell her. Number one, that there is a reason behind this season. That if you are alone, that there is a gift in it for you. So lean into it. Get to know yourself. Do the things that bring you joy. Learn to spend time with yourself and loving it. And that might be something simple like going for a walk or reading a book, or for me, going to the gym, talking to a friend. Number two, we always have a choice, and choice changes our perspective. You can choose to feel lonely and left out and disappointed and unseen, or you can choose to understand that this moment has meaning and choose to pick a new emotion. Go into a rampage of appreciation. I'm so grateful that I woke up today. I'm so grateful that my friends did think of me and reach out. I'm so grateful that I have the power to get up and go to the gym and do something that makes me feel better. Choice is everything. You can choose to suffer through this, or you can choose your power and to see it from a new perspective. And number three is you attract what you want by loving where you are now. Stop thinking that someone or something is going to give you the answer to your prayers. Become the person that creates it for herself. When you create it for yourself first, you naturally attract and become a magnet to the people that are in that frequency too. It's not a man, it's not a thing, it's not a job that's going to give you the experiences, the things that you want. It is you. So if this found you at a time that you needed it, please share it. Share it with a friend that might be going through something similar, because there's no reason that we need to feel disconnected, unseen, alone. Tapping can change you in just a few minutes. And sending this to a friend will help them see. And if you know that they're single or that they've lost a loved one and that loved one's not going to be there for the holidays, send them this video. Let them know that you love them, that you see them, and that this is just a moment. This moment has meaning and much greater blessings are ahead. Love you lots, and we'll see you next time.